Greetings, current and future subscribers. I hope everybody is doing well today. I apologize for starting about an hour earlier than I anticipated. Hopefully notification will get to people who might be interested. The reason I have to start early is because I rather unexpectedly have a couple of deliveries today, and they are arguably showing up when I would normally be streaming. So I thought I'd start early and give people something to watch. Welcome to Caravan Sandwitch. I know very little about this game apart from what has been basically posted on the net. It seems like a sort of cozy, quiet apocalypse and explore the landscape kind of game, which has received good reviews. So I thought, well, that sounds good. I'll give it a bash, and that's what I'm doing. Thus far, all I have done with this game is check this out. That's all I've done. In fact, this was default. I can run faster, but I'm streaming, so there's not much point in running faster than 60 frames a second. The graphics quality was set by default to epic. I disable that because I don't think I really need it. And it's set to full screen. And everything else I've left at default. So let's see what happens. Well, the intro music is actually kind of pleasant. And if anybody notices that my headset is kind of askew, it's because I've got one ear uncovered, because if the doorbell rings I won't hear it with both ears covered, and I'm half deaf. So that makes things interesting. Hopefully I will get appropriate notifications. If I do have to leave, it's because I got a delivery and I need to take care of it. Hopefully I'll get some warning from the people doing the delivery. So hang on a second, I just need to check. Nope, okay. Good to go. Let's play. Now, start the adventure. Alright, that is your character. How do you pronounce that? Sorge? Sage? I mean, if there was a G in front of that, you'd pronounce it Gage. Just received a distress signal from my sister Garance's spaceship. The thing is, she disappeared more than 6 years ago. The distress signal seems to have come from our home planet, Sigalo. That's also where she was seen for the last time. I must go back there. I need answers. Okay. Well, that kind of gets us set off. Alright. Movement is standard. Can't say the camera seems a bit insensitive. What have we got here? Emergency message. Toaster? Alright, what have we got in our inventory? We have a toaster watch and a family photo. Okay. I don't suppose I can type in. No, I can't. It would be interesting. For half a second I thought maybe you could actually type responses back, and it would have been interesting to see what they had implemented for an AI chat in that fashion. I remember a long time ago, I was working for Eli Lilly as a student, and there was the story running around the place about the time that... Alright. Okay. Basil? You're going back to Sigalo just like that? I'm calling Dad. This is not going to happen. No way. Do not get on that train. Why do I get the feeling we're not really going to pay much attention to that? Anyway, back in my early days, which is before probably most of you watching were born even. Everything was text interface. And so it was actually possible to type in stuff when you were given questions. And so it was actually kind of important that you have some kind of parser in there to sort of make sure people weren't typing in profanity, this sort of thing. And so this addition was made to some program. And as a bit of a joke, the developers added a sort of communications parser to this system so that they ended up implementing a program called Eliza. Now, Eliza was an automated sort of chat system, not AI. Okay. Alright, I've been through that once. Oh, no. Been through that one. If the barrier's open, how come I can't go through it? Have I just hit my first roadblock? So, anyway, this Eliza program apparently was quite good. Now, Eliza works basically by taking what you say and somewhat echoing it back to you. Ooh. Climb? How do I climb? Climb when close to an obstacle. Is that even a key? I don't think it is it? Am I going to have to go and look up the actual climb when close to an obstacle? Alright. Alright, anyway, the thing was, this system was going to be used for a demo, and so they had to disable the Eliza program. Let me just have a look at controls. Camera sensitivity, I might want to change that. I don't have controller vibration. Van controls, that's fine. Move forward, back, right, get in and out of the van is R, map, toaster, inventory, photo mode, interact, jump. What is jump? Oh, okay. It's not control. Is it shift? not function. It's not tab, is it? No. That's interesting. Tab gets you there. Up arrow? Okay, it's not going to be command, because that... Oh, it's space! Oh, I mean, that is silly. I should have known. Oh, alright. It's space. Why did I think it was control? I'm just going to have a look around. Yeah, I probably need to change the camera sensitivity. That's a silly question, really. Okay, how do I... Oh, alright. Enter? Space? Click? Oh, E. But yeah, that goes to show the kind of sense of humor of the people that I was working with. I wish I could have actually seen that ELIZA program. Oh, well, that was straightforward. Yeah, no, ELIZA was kind of a clever trick. I'm sure you can still find ELIZA programs. Basically, you would type something in, and then it would take that and say, and basically repeat it back to you in either in terms of form of a question or something like that. And I don't know if it could pass the Turing test, but you know, the idea was very clever. And it would work extremely well. There's a story that the person who first developed ELIZA, and I can't remember who it is, gave it to his secretary to try out, and after a couple of minutes she asked him to walk away because she was using ELIZA, unknowing what it really was, to deal with personal issues. And she didn't want him seeing what he was talking to the computer about. I'm not going to read out all the conversation here. Oh, sorry, I'm going too fast there. So my understanding, there's no combat in this game. There's no dying. Oh, I didn't realize there was a map down there. Alright. Let's have a little look around. I think yeah, that camera sensitivity is let's change the settings a minute. Oh, remembers where I was. Let's kick that up to 150. See. Oh, that's a bit better. Yeah. Is there any more conversation to be had? That seems like a slightly daft conversation to be starting. Oh, okay. That was that thing we went by on the way down, I guess. Not sure about the practicality of having a sort of bendy bus on the way down from a space station. Doesn't strike me as being the safest idea. Still, I'm not going to actively complain. Oh, please don't tell me I'm going to start. I've got flashbacks to the long dark for a second there. Okay. Apparently this is the Unreal Engine. I'm not sure which one, I simply said Unreal Engine at the beginning. Hang on, I just want to check something here. I'm kind of curious to see what my system utilization is right now. Oh, it's not too bad. Oh, that's kind of interesting. This is heavy on the GPU and moderate on the CPU. It seems to be fairly well multi-threaded, actually. Yeah. Okay. I'm always curious with a new game, what it's doing. So I imagine I could get a lot faster. Actually, this just for the fun of it. I'm gonna see what happens if I. Does it allow me to change the screen settings in mid-flight? Oh, that's interesting. They don't have frame sync enabled. Alright. Let's see whether... Okay, so I set it to 120 frames a second. And what am I getting? 77, 70... Okay, 80. If I wasn't streaming, I might get close to 90 frames a second. Okay. So it's actually quite graphically intense. I'm running a 7800 GPU. I imagine if I wasn't running at Epic, obviously, I would manage better. But what's this? Oh, sake! We've basically come to a fairly derelict sort of place. I'll get back to Rose in a moment. Let's see. Oh. Alright. Yeah, I'm still wondering how you pronounce that. I would be inclined to pronounce it Sage. Simply because if you, as I said, if you put G in front of it, it becomes Gage. So Sage to my ears sounds better than Sauge. I don't know. Anybody got any opinion? Yeah, I'm not inclined to do smart remarks. Oh. Oh, is this a French game? I would need to check. Because how would I pronounce that in French? Nefle? The graphics are kind of interesting. Yes, I'm kind of going to do a commentary on the game itself as I go. The characters are sort of vaguely cartoonish. The landscape, in my mind, doesn't quite match the character designs, but it's not a criticism so much as an observation. All right. Oh, shift to speed up. For a van that was almost on fire, it's not doing too badly. Well, there's a container ship of sorts over there. What's a container type ship doing on in a place that everyone's kind of abandoned? Or is it a supply vessel, or... Okay, alright. I can't see the conversation at the same time that I'm trying to drive. Too early to make it. Oh, that's kind of nice. I like that. Oh, darn, I should have taken a screenshot. So one thing I do know is that you are traveling around this planet looking for your sister, obviously, in your van. Well, there are still people around, so not everybody left. That's everyone? Of course, the slightly surprising thing here is that we are in a... what? Earth-like planet? I wonder if it was terraformed. Interesting thing, of course, we don't actually know how common Earth-like planets are. Not rocky planets, but planets with an oxygen-nitrogen atmosphere like we have. Let's have a look and see how far it'll let us walk around. Nope. Alright, it's going to insist that I go in certain directions. Hopefully this is just the intro, and later on we get to do more poking around. Not entirely sure how long this game is. I seem to remember somebody saying it wasn't actually that long, but oh, look, you can move the ball. That's a nice little touch. Signal jammed. That's slightly interesting. When it says signal jam, is it talking about my internet, or is it talking about in-game? I'm assuming it's in-game. Having a Wi-Fi signal at the bottom of the screen with an eye. Oh, you can't see it. I'm sorry, you can't see it, can I? Because my face is in the way. I may have to see about relocating the video. We'll see how it goes. Oh, of course you can't see the map. All right, let me fix this. Hang on a second. All right. So in a second, yeah, I say in a second, I'm looking at the live stream and it hasn't showed the video updated yet. I'd be kind of curious to... Oh, yeah, look at that. All right. Yeah, so the issue there was there's the map in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, and my face was completely blocking it, so... Oops. Interesting. Hang on. So I'm just going. I'm still fiddling. Where's? Oh, that's interesting. Where's my arrow? Where's my cursor gone? Okay. All right. So. Yeah, I'm basically trying to figure out how this is going to interact with my screens. Oh, as soon as we get through this, I'll see if how easily I can move off screen without hitting Alt Tab. Why do they have a signal jammer there, or did I miss something? Okay. Alright, so what I wanted to see was... Okay, that's... that. Ah, look, yes. You can't see this, but if I move this around and then I go off screen, my cursor moves over, which is very useful for me at the moment. Allows me to check things on other screens while I'm doing this. No, okay. So that is... I don't really need to zoom in, do I? I know where I am. What was I doing? Okay. Whoa. That was it? That was it? You have a lot... all that set up and... We just walk up to the up to it and press a button. Why did we have to do that? Why couldn't Nefla have done it? Oh, is this what they call a plot twist? Someone's watching them? Nobody's noticed that they're under observation? Okay, I don't understand the logic of that. Okay, so this is the bit where we are going to start figuring out the game mechanics, and I suppose... Oh, here's a point. Why is Sage the emergency contact for her sister, but her father isn't? All right. Oh, please don't do that. Oh, that's not helpful. While you're driving to have to deal with this. It looks a bit rickety to me. Oh. What was I talking about at one point? Oh, yes, the likelihood of finding a rocky planet with an atmosphere like ours. With an oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere. I don't think we have anything else like that in our solar system. The closest we have in our solar system to our planet in terms of atmosphere and other aspects is the moon Titan, which has a very heavy atmosphere, which is, as I recall, not a nitrogen atmosphere. I must admit, that's one thing I don't know. How did Earth get a nitrogen atmosphere? Mars is CO2. I think Venus is CO2 with sulfuric acid rain. Titan is... I don't think that's a nitrogen atmosphere. I know it rains liquid natural gas, liquid methane there. I don't know to what extent nitrogen appears in other planets' atmospheres in our solar system. I would have to go and check. I say interesting thing. I mentioned earlier about whether they terraformed it, this planet that we're on in this game. No, I won't send stop, I don't think. Terraforming of Mars is always an interesting subject because it's the closest one we have. What's this? Oh, that's how we sleep. And there's a lot of thought, obviously, given to how to get oxygen on the planet so that plants can grow. But the problem is the only plants that we have that we could stick on Mars, if we somehow managed to get oxygen into the atmosphere, would be Earth plants. And Earth plants need more than just oxygen and CO2. They need nitrogen too. And I don't think I've ever heard anybody suggest how we're going to get nitrogen into Mars's atmosphere. Unless I must have missed something, I suppose, at some point about that. But yeah, nitrogen's extremely important. Without nitrogen, our plants basically wouldn't survive. Who's Apricot? Did I miss Apricot? No idea who Apricot is. Yeah, no, it's not going to be more than 100,000 years old. Yeah. Olive trees don't live that long. They do live a long time. Okay. That's not helpful. It says E, check out the post, but... Oh, I can zoom in. Oh, look. Yeah. Alright, it's middle mouse. Wasn't paying enough attention. Where was I going? Okay, so I'm looking after Nefla. Where is Nefla? Nefla is there. So, let's try this. Well, ooh, who's this? They haven't even mentioned Curry yet. Alright, so I need to go back to the village. Ooh, can I go? What happens if I go in the water? Oh, this is very sort of... If in doubt, pick everything. Oh! Wonder how far out into the water I can go. Oh, that's sort of amusing. Well, I must admit, so far I can sort of... There's certainly some exploration you can do. I wonder if you get a sort of free roam mode. Okay, what's that? Oh. I wonder what your inventory limit is. What is inventory? Oh, okay. So, yes. And... Alright, so far, camera in the bottom left-hand screen seems to be working for me. Oh, I see. This in the... Let me guess. Some of it's going to be, please find these components, and because I'm nosing around, I'm already finding them. It's starting to remind me a little bit of the Sonoran Desert. I mean, yeah, sort of. This is what kind of triggered me, the fact that somebody's abandoned this... What is it? Rusty tank thing. One of the slightly disturbing things if you drive through the Sonoran Desert is, you know, you go through some small towns or past houses, and they're basically using their backyard as a junkyard, which is very disturbing. You know, and it's like the people living there don't value the desert as much as maybe they should. Not all of them, obviously, but some of them certainly. Okay, there are limits. And you don't take any fall damage, it seems. Yeah, it was always a bit jarring. I mean, I love the desert. I love the Sonoran Desert. And yet you'd go past these places and basically they'd turn sections of it into a junkyard. Which, yeah, I didn't like. Oh, I just want to check something here. I'm just curious, did I get a notification? No, I didn't. Kind of the question in my head, you know, how much of this wandering around am I supposed to do now? Oh, I wonder if this is one of the jammers. And why do they have jammers here? Did I miss that? This feels a little unfocused. I'm sort of wandering around, picking up stuff, and there's not necessarily how would you respond. I haven't exactly been given a directive to do this. I'm basically doing it because, I've been a gamer in the past, and so picking up stuff is kind of what you do. Well, they really have let this place go to rack and ruin. What is that? I mean, that looks like it was valuable at one point, and they've just junked it along with other stuff. Are they? Yeah, I mean... Yeah, this sort of junking of your environment, yeah, that's what I've seen in the desert before. What is that? Renito grave? Who are the Renitos? Oh, I see. I'm assuming they're the natives. Which means then presumably we didn't, they didn't terraform the planet. Somebody was living there first. And if somebody was living there first, what did we do to them? Well, looks like a butterfly. I mean, I know it's understandable when designing a foreign planet, you're going to use things which are very similar to what we see on our planet. And of course, we are influenced heavily by Hollywood's use of backlots in Los Angeles to design their planets. But there's no guarantee a planet will have anything that we would recognize necessarily as a plant. Might be completely different. If we find life elsewhere in our own solar system, that will start giving us clues about what we might expect elsewhere in the galaxy. Actually, that would be kind of fascinating. If we were to go to somewhere like Europa, say, or Ganymede, and we discover that there's microbial life there, which is distinctly possible, given that it would have probably evolved completely separately from Earth, or at least there's a good chance it would have done. If we find that it's well, recognizable, or uses DNA or RNA as life on this planet does. Obviously, most life on this planet uses RNA, but there are viruses that use... let me start that again. Most life on this planet uses DNA as its genetic material, but some viruses use RNA. So if we would go to Ganymede or Europa and find microbes there using DNA and RNA, that would be very interesting from the point of view of life. Well, this was curry, wasn't it? What time is it? Oh. Okay, so I'm starting to get an idea here. Oh, oh my goodness. So, oh, already I'm starting to get a feel for the kind of missions that they're going to be doing. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. I mean, it looks like it would be pronounced Smorgastarter, but I doubt that's... Food. Oh, I see. So, I need to do the jammer mission so that I can read what he's saying. And, alright. What happens if I walk in the fire? Not much. Well, seems like we're going to be heading back here, so, Oh, hello, Vampire Lynx. Nice to see you again. How are you doing? How's your week going? Well, at least the frame rate's solid. I'm not getting any dips and twerks there. Yeah, to everybody who's watching, who's wondering why I'm streaming early, as I said earlier, I have a couple of deliveries due, and there's a good chance they're going to arrive during my normal live stream times. So I started early in the hope that my regulars would get notifications. Sorry about that, but in a sense, this is not exactly that important. I'm just messing around to some extent here. So, you know, this is easily something I could restart. I haven't gotten that far in. I'm just poking around and making commentary about everything from the Sonoran Desert to terraforming. Hopefully tomorrow I will be back to my regular schedule. If she was smaller and she got up there, how come I can't? Why do you want to bet I'm going to have to pull that down at some point? Oh, I didn't... Again, for anybody who missed out on the start, this is Caravan Sandwitch, which is a sort of cozy exploration, find your sister game. Apparently you can't die in it, there's no combat, so... And it looks nice. And it plays okay. Well, you know... Oh, they have animals. Let's go and have a look at the goats. And sheep. Chèvre brune. Okay, this is a French game. Has to be. I need to check up on the origins of this. It means brown goat, I think. That's grey goat. And... Oh. Yeah, I think that qualifies as more information than we really needed. Well, there's an interesting subject. Possibility of human vomit as a fertilizer for plants. I'm just going to check something. I'm just checking my system's performance. And everything seems to be nice and stable and cool and not doing anything unexpected. Good. Anybody remember what I was supposed to be doing? I have a suspicion I'm going back to... Let's go back to the village. It's not given me a waypoint here, so I'm assuming that's what I'm doing. Ooh. Only reason I'm getting out is... It keeps prompting... Well, I say it keeps prompting. We keep finding these common components, so I'm going to pick them up, because obviously that's a Game requirements. All right. Thought we were supposed to be. Yes. All right. Hang on a second. How did Sage get the... If they've got all these jammers, and you can't find where the distress signal came from, how did she get the distress signal in the first place? Okay, this seems to be... Fab? But does anybody use the word fab anymore? Ah. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, so... I suppose because we're close to a signal jammer that we already destroyed, therefore suddenly I can get the message where I couldn't when I was talking to Curry. Hmm. Does it tell you how many components you need? Ooh, what's this? So we... Okay, which ruins did they say we needed to go to? What was... Can't remember how to get my toaster. Why do they call it a toaster? Okay. Kalanque Coves. Wasn't that where I was? Alright, how do I... Can I... Ah! Alright, so if I do that... and get back in the van, does it show? It does. Alright. How hard can I bash into things? I know that's probably not the first thought I should have, but... Don't seem to be doing any damage. I know, probably not the most advisable thing you can do in a game. Ooh, let's see what we can... how hard we can hit. Let's just say I'm establishing operating parameters. What happens if I drive into the sea? Well, I need to... Oh, I'm very tempted to drive into the sea just to see what happens. Oh, nothing. I guess we're not flooding the engine. Oh. If it was a different game, I probably wouldn't have tried that, but, oh. I'm heading the wrong way, I think. That'll serve me right for not paying attention and being curious about things like, can I drive into the sea? This would probably work better with a controller, I suspect. Okay, this is where I was exploring earlier, so... let's go have a little look around. Usual explorer fashion, go to the parts that are hard to get to, see if there's anything there. Oh, I've already kind of searched around here before I even vaguely knew what I was doing. Oh, is it prompting me to go over that way? I suppose it is. Alright. Oh! I can bunny hop. I'm not sure if that helps. Alright, so it seemed to be saying, or pointing me towards this structure here. I haven't been up there. Now let's see if I can get up. Oh, I was here earlier. Wasn't that where Curry was sitting, asking me to provide him for food? Oh, now. This person we saw earlier watching the group. Oh, some... Do I want to find this person? Where did they go? Okay. Alright, so that's the network access, which I suppose is the... Ah, yeah, that's the same as the toaster, isn't it? Except the toaster is now independent of the access terminals. I think they mentioned that earlier. Oh! Oh, yes, that drops the stairs. Right. I'm sorry. Coffee is catching up with me. I am going to have to take a break for a couple of minutes and I'll be back. Sorry about that. I don't know if this pauses, but I'm not too worried. I'll see you all in a bit. Like literally a couple of minutes. Right, sorry about that. I just had a quick look at the weather outside. It is nasty. Well, you know, in that whole sort of English, Northern England, miserable, cold, very unpleasant. So, is there any particular advantage to me going down here, apart from... Oh. Might as well. Went to all that trouble. Oh, okay. Yeah, no fall damage that I can ascertain. This was a potential candidate for me. Excuse me. This was a potential candidate for streaming over Christmas, but the Pathless is still the one I am most likely to do. Oh, this brings me to where I came in, I think. Who was it suggested the Pathless? Was that you, Vampire Lynx, if you're still there? Okay. And what's this? The glow is helpful to find things. Oh, I hadn't thought about that. Is that the space station we came down from? I'm moderately certain they're not supposed to have stones floating in midair, but I can forgive that. Yes, that's what I... Yeah. It looks like I'm still going to do that for Christmas. So... Well, let me just have a quick look back up here. Yeah, this is where we came in. So... Oh, I forgot. Jammer. Am I in? I'm not in. Where's that? Ah. That's actually where I was supposed to be saying, because that's where the jammer's supposed to be. If in doubt, just jump off the edge. Oh, I need to check on my deliveries. I'm sorry about this. Doesn't tell me what. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just looking at the map showing where my deliveries are. And I'm number 29 on... Right now, the courier is at number 13, so... it's going to take them a while to get here. Can't remember if I told you, Vampire Links. I did. I do have the Pathless. I did buy it, and I haven't run it beyond A, making sure it runs, and B, setting up the graphics, and that's it. So the first time when I stream it, it'll be the first time I play it. Alright, so I need to go back in that direction, I guess. Don't really need this. I suppose I could walk it. Okay, hang on. Is it telling me I have to go all the way out there? Or was that back up at the tower? It does look like it was back up at the tower. Oh! Yeah, there's a jump. I see it. It's at the top of that spire over there, I think. Yes, I think it is. Okay, so all I've got to do is get up there, I suppose. Yes, I think that's what I need to do. Looks like I might be able to get up. Obviously this was the ladder I raised earlier, so I need to get up there. Okay. How much did I... Oh! If I'd seen this earlier, I would have gone up it. Well, I'm glad there's no particular time limits on this. All right. All right, let's see. Yep, I think that pretty much confirms it. No fall damage. I wonder if the van is air conditioned. Yeah, you know what? I suspect this might be slightly easier with the controller. Driving the van, I mean. It's fine. It's fine for the nature of the game. Oh, I think I already checked that one, didn't I? Hang on. Oh, I see. Let's come back later. Yeah, let's just do some casual messing around. I'm not in a rush. I hope nobody else is. Haven't they advanced beyond cathode ray tube technology? I mean, it seems... I mean, you'd think they'd have flat screens or something. I've got auto climb on in case, well, I'm sure nobody's really wondering. In Minecraft, auto climb, auto jump's a bit of a pain. Oh, and I can't go that way. And I suppose that's the storm they were referring to. Yeah, let's go see what everybody else is doing. It doesn't look like the most efficient form of plumbing. What is that, an air conditioner? Why would you have a zip line over such a short distance? I mean, you can literally just walk over there. Hi, Oxford. What time is it? Sorry. Hang on. Oh. Oh! A little frog-like being. Oh! He's a Renito. They're the ones who go off in the desert, bury themselves, and then they have these glowing mushrooms to share memories, I think. What's a Titos? Oh, tadpole? I mean, it looks frog-like. And it looks a bit like a tourist. Given that Sage has been gone for 6 years, I'm not sure that... One of the major things that's been gets addressed in some science fiction novels is the problems of growing Earth-like food on an alien planet. There's lots of potential complications with that. Still, for the sake of the game, that's not something to worry about, but it is still an interesting idea. Alright. It's actually getting quite cold in here. Normally I can close this area off that I'm sitting in and it warms up, but because I'm waiting for the doorbell, I have to have everything open so that I can hear it. I might have to turn the heating on in a bit. Yeah, one of the problems that's been discussed in science fiction is that if you wanted to grow earth plants on a planet that was otherwise atmospherically compatible with humans, there's no guarantee that the earth itself, the ground itself, would be compatible with growing earth plants. In fact, there's a very good chance it wouldn't. Earth plants do depend on certain microorganisms, and they're not going to be on an alien planet. So you'd have to bring in your own, possibly your own soil and your own feedstock of microbes. And then there's no guarantees how that would interact with the native biome. Oh, let's do the conventional answers. Wasn't her father gone some time ago? Well, that's quite a storm in the distance. I have to admit that the sort of messaging system they've got is kind of cute. Okay. Alright then, so now I've got to track those down. I wish they hadn't quite done that. Let's remove that landmark. And who is it I needed to see? And why am I back in the van again? I mean, I'm right there. Isn't everybody I need to see right there? I need to see Clementine, Olivier, and Saffron, and they are Clementine, Olivier, so they're all there. So why am I back here? They're all scattered around, but I should be able to find them here. Alright, which one is which? Well, I guess I just go and see everyone? If in doubt, brute force the system. Yeah, that's where I kind of was looking. If memory serves me correctly, isn't Rana, doesn't that mean frog in Latin? So she's calling a frog like being frog. Yeah. It's not French. French for frog is grenouille, as if memory serves me. Okay, so that's the link to the fungus they leave on their graves. Alright, they want us to bring Fuscus. Isn't Fuscus a mushroom? I still haven't found anybody. Oh, it's Clementine. Why has she always got tapenade about her person? Does she get up in the morning and say, "Oh, whoops, I've forgotten my tapenade, I must stick a jar of it in my pocket"? Oh, that's the name of the storm that we keep seeing. Ooh, what's in here? Oh, no, that's sleep down. Oh, there's our van. Yeah. Oh, hang on a second. I just got... Excuse me a second, that was my mail. If you heard the dink, that was my mail, and I need to check and see. Oh no, that's okay. Yeah. Sorry for the minor delay while I check things. Oh! Courier's nearly here. Oh, that's good. Unfortunately, the rest of my stuff which I need isn't going to be here for a while. Never mind. So it looks like fairly shortly I will have to go and attend to things. What's this do? Oh. Oh, I suppose that makes for an interesting stop point. Must admit, what I'm kind of tempted to do is, given that this is me just getting used to the game, is possibly restart it tomorrow with a bit more idea what I'm doing, and then I can pay a little bit more attention. Hopefully tomorrow I can pay a bit more attention to what I'm doing than I am now. I'm not sure. Okay, we've turned the lights on. Well, we've already talked to the tourist there. Yeah, I am. This is this is quite cozy. I'm enjoying this. This is nice. There's low impact, pretty to look at, things to do. I hope we get out of the village sooner or later. I believe we do. Ah, Olivier. Ah! This is where the continuity gets a bit out of whack, because earlier on we picked up a cuddly toy for Abricot, and I had no idea who Abricot was, because at that particular point we hadn't met them. It would have made more sense to simply not pick up the toy, because you wouldn't have known that this little baby would have appreciated it. Oh, and we know where the goats are. So we don't get to go in the house. Let's see. All right. And now I know. You see, this is what we picked up earlier, and it actually said that abandoned cuddly toy. Perhaps Abricot would enjoy it. I can't do anything with it at this point. But yeah, the continuity there's a little bit lacking. It wouldn't have been that hard, surely, to make the continuity make a little more sense. Yeah, this is a little awkward, because Sage has only just got back, so she's not going to be familiar with the change dynamic. She's been gone for 6 years. And of course she's just let herself into the house. Right, so that's where that particular message comes from, and yeah, that's where this is from. Okay, so I've got to find all the cuddly toys. Somehow I get the feeling that's not going to be a critical part of the game. Excuse me a second. Okay, sorry for that. How long have I been streaming? 96 minutes. I think when I hit 2 hours, or when the courier gets here, that's probably when I'm going to go. And I did at one point have some kind of minor plan for streaming later today. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. No, she didn't. Well, let's be nice. Right, and I think that's yes, that's everything. And where was Yucca? Yucca was over here. I'm trying to remember what this reminds me of, this style they've got here. Is it vaguely sort of Spanish, Portuguese, Mediterranean type of thing? Oh dear. Filler. Oh, don't get me started on the possibilities of synthetic food. I discussed that during one live stream, I think. Alright, at least we finished the end of that conversation. Again, now we've got the hint that the baby's making noise. Yeah, it sounds a little bit... Yeah, I think that the continuity's a wee bit off. That could have done a bit of work. Going too fast through that, I think. But the baby's right there. It's not like it's miles away. Shouldn't be lactose intolerant yet, technically. Can't remember how old children are when they start becoming lactose intolerant. It's, in case you didn't know, it's part of the weaning process. And not everybody is lactose intolerant, and not all societies experience lactose intolerance. There are societies where milk is a major part of the diet and they don't have lactose intolerance. And it's a... Oh, oh, I see. That's it. Uh, 10th Institute. Alright, so... Yeah, I'm not sure about getting back to that. Not sure what I was doing next. Yeah, that would be a problem. Their metabolism might be set up for chemistry quite different from ours. Okay, let me just check something here. I have a suspicion I probably ought to bring this to an end. Didn't work out quite as coordinated as I had hoped today. Sorry about that. Yeah, courier's almost here. I don't want to actually have to dash off in the middle of a stream. So, again, apologies for starting the stream early. Hopefully I should be back to regular schedule tomorrow, 9 o'clock. This is actually not a bad place to start. We've done the major thing, the get together with everybody, had a look around, and I am of two minds as to whether to restart the game now that I've got some more familiarity or just continue. It doesn't look as though there are any huge consequences from things I've done, so next time I may just continue. So, thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow, or next time, whichever comes first. How do I stop this? Oh, yes. So anyway, have a good day.